Hello, board members. How we doing, everybody? Well, I hope. It is Action Tuesday, and I'm gonna be up front. The last, I don't know, 15 hours have been a gigantic nightmare for me. So I don't know how much of the stream we're getting through. I I'm gonna get through as much as I can physically handle today. Basically, after yesterday's stream, I passed out for like 30 minutes in a chair, woke up, cleaned everything, and then came to try to install the new camera in the office. It did not function. It refused to work with the lighting in here, like just for no apparent reason. While that was all going on, I developed a headache and like body aches and a fever. So I finished up the best I could, which is I couldn't at all. I went home, went to sleep, woke up nauseous, was also like dizzy, finished work, came to the office, and I still can't get any of the camera stuff to work. So today, unfortunately, no camera. But welcome everyone. I hope you're doing well. As it is Action Tuesday, it's officially Bloodborne time. But yeah, last time on the Bloodborne, we had gone down to get to fight the blood-starved beasts. We got that fight done. We went back and showed both ways to get into the Healing Church Plaza. Whether you go through the door that's unlocked into the Healing Church's workshop, or you go and buy the 10,000 Bloodstain Echo neckerchief thing and give it to... What was that? Doing a little jiggle over there. And give it to like the doorman to get into it one way or the other. So we now know both ways in. We are... Did I die at the end of the last one? I might have died at the end, but I know we had very little money when we died, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Oh, I thought you were talking about Bloodborne. I was so confused about the crisis and dead ends. Oh, no. I'm sorry. We were talking about Battle Brothers. Yeah, there's no dead end. Like, you just keep trying. I mean, eventually, if RNG's on your side, you might... I guess you can just go farm blood echoes and stuff, but... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. We were talking about Battle Brothers before this. That's what I was talking about. My apologies, Vile the Sinful. My apologies. Bloodborne is fun, easy time. For me, yeah. For me, I find this much more relaxing than something like Battle Brothers, where I have basically no control over anything. Alright. So, now we have we have choices. Where do I want to go? I need to go to Cathedral Ward, I believe. We have 3 things we could technically go do right now. There's 2 optional bosses and a main boss we could go do. I'm going to go do one of the optional bosses, one of my favorite fights because it's just kind of wacky. I'm going to then probably have to go do the other optional boss fight, which I hate with a burning passion and will maybe make me rage quit. And then if we ever finish that, I will then go fight the main story character. Battle Brothers is D&D, but the DM is very, very angry at you. Yeah. And that, I mean, I don't know how your DM, it works for your Strahd playthrough, but I don't like to run things that way. I like to have fun. I enjoy fun and not being stomped on over and over and over again. I'm not one of those kind of people. Alright, so... But yeah, if we died at the end of last stream, I don't remember where we died, so I don't remember where to go get my blood echoes from. Oh, you know what? Actually, I take that back. I think... Did I die, like, right out here? No, wait, did I? I thought when we exited last time, I exited right outside of the main gate into the area. Did we not? Maybe I didn't actually open that door. Maybe I'm high as a kite right now. Did you not? Sir, I humbly request that you not. Oh, that one counts? Okay, sure. Oh, that's very loud, actually. Hold on. Did you drop anything? Oh, you did. Oh, Quicksilver. Problem is there's another one of those guys wandering around. He's gonna hit me in the face in a second. It's gonna hit me. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck if he hits me in the face, team. I can tell you that right now. Alright, let's go see if I open this main gate over here. Again, we did lock this to keep them out of here, because I don't want to deal with them. Also, further evidence that might have something to do with, that was the original intended path. Okay, I did unlock this. Okay, great. So yeah, I thought I ended right here. Oh, you know what? I went to go fight this guy, and then he, like, lit me on fire or something. I think is what happened. And he killed me, like, instantly. Yeah, he did that to me. Yes, he even has my blood echoes right now. I see it in his eyeballs. There we go. Give me those back. All 2,500 of them, which isn't much at this point. Trying to think where else I can go, if there's anything else I really want to show off. Oh, you know what we could do? We can also go recruit a couple of new people to the church. Do we want to go see what it looks like to recruit a couple of new people to the church? I think if I go this way, it'll let me go recruit some new survivors to the church. This area is pretty crazy. Ow. Should you not, jerk? Should not do that? Knock that off. Stop it. Ooh, poison knives. I don't know who those are good against. But sure, poison knives. We go door to door and talk about our Lord. We do. We talk about our Lord and Savior, Violence. Okay, so down here, get to meet a couple of people. Okay, there's two people right here we get to talk to, and I think there's another one down there. I'm trying to remember how it works out. No, that's not this one. There's some more people to talk to, but we don't get to recruit any of them. We just get to recruit these two people, kind of.
Oh my, what a queer sound.
Why is that so quiet?
Would I take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day? What is it then? I'm off during hunts, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning,
darling. Any idea what she's talking about, anybody?
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right? Might you know of a safe place?
I do.
The night is long, and I've very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to. Oh, thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
I don't remember if she has...
Oh, thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you.
Okay, she doesn't. All right. She just said we smell. Well, everyone here seems to have a slightly enhanced sense of smell, and also everyone here seems to smell very intensely. In that, you know, we have a lot of odor we're giving off. But basically, if you didn't get it from the context, that she is a lady of the evening, one that you might pay for intimate times with. But we have just told her of a safe place she can go to, which is the church. Now, this guy's a little funnier.
You're not from around here, are you?
That's a problem I've had, yeah.
An outsider who's come to join the hunt. What a pathetic idea. You what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from our castle.
But Burgerman, have you ever actually met a lady of the evening IRL? Not really, no. You what? Well, what's up with the empty bottles by the door, though? Empty bottles by the door. Oh, all of these? I think these are supposed to be empty incense bottles. I think is what that's supposed to be. Because she mentions that she's almost out of incense. So I'm assuming that's kind of what this is. Or it's... She might be a bootlegger. I guess that could be true. That or these might be bottles of, like, healing blood or something that she uses on herself to, like, keep herself, like, healthy, maybe? Ma'am, sir, the cathedral is requesting, cough, additional fee, cough? Yeah. I believe only a very polite man would refer to them it that way. I believe you because only. Yeah, I mean, I'm sex worker positive. I think it's fine by me, as long as it's safe and consensual. That's the important part. Let's see.
Oh, enough of you. What, you think this is funny?
A little bit.
Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast stones.
Remember, this guy's from a city that's like all about hunting beasts. Like 15% of my clients are sex workers. Well, I mean, yeah.
Nonsense you're peddling. I heard you told that wench about some shelter.
I did.
Well, she's a damn fool to trust an outsider.
Maybe.
Know why? But her sort's probably just fixing to feed some of your coin.
I mean, I don't think that's how she gets my coin is by stealing, but...
All right. What crafty lies does the outsider have today? You think I'm an easy mark? Yeah? Well, give me your best shot.
Okay, so... if you talk to this guy...
What, afraid your lies will be exposed? Yeah, I knew you'd back off. I just knew it. Yeah, an outsider you may be, but at least you know when you're bested.
So this guy kind of sets up a little bit of a spoiler. There is actually another location we can unlock to send people to. When you talk to him and you tell him where it's safe to go, he goes to the opposite of where you send him. So if I said to go to the temple, he would go to the other place, and if I tell him to go to the other place, he goes to the temple. We'll wait until we unlock the other place, and then we'll come and get him again, and that will kind of set some things up that we can talk about. Another really bizarre side story thing that happens in this module that's really easy to miss and makes almost no sense if you don't have, like, the weird context of some objects and, like, magical powers and stuff. It's one of the weirdest side things going on in this whole module. Your Gurman, Zane would say this guy is me. Otherwise, I think there's 2 more doors down here of people we can talk to, but that's all we can recruit in this, like, alleyway. Also, sir, I don't care for your ambushes, sir. Sir? Oh, there he comes. There he comes. Come on. Be gone with you. Your nonsense. Yeah, I think there's one there. Whoa. You're lucky that there's not friendly fire. He would have shot you square in your spine, friend. Oh, I disagree with that ruling, Judge. That was a good counter. There we go. There we go. Give me all my blood back, you jerk. Thank you. Now, the other funny thing about this area is it's actually a really tough area to get through, normally, because I think there's like 4 ambushes the length of this alleyway. By the time you get to the end of it, on like the up of those stairs, you can barely see over there. Yeah. This is quite the right spot, but let's see what these other ones have to say.
We've the deepest gratitude for the church and all they do for us. The deepest, widest gratitude. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We've the deepest gratitude for the church.
Okay, so she's just repeating herself. I think that lady is handling her own devices as requested, or, you know, suggested earlier. Did you not? I don't remember if this guy sends someone to come and get me. Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Praise you. Praise the old damn church. And best of luck hunting. Best luck of all.
Some, like, punching noises?
Praise you. Praise the old damn church. And then best of luck hunting. Best luck of all.
Sounds like he might be drunk. Okay. That's a lot of poison knives, by the way. I don't think I've ever noticed how many poison knives are in this one area. Really? You can get an angle from right there? Okay, here comes the other guy. Alright. Ah, here he comes. I remember him sending someone to come and get you, but I couldn't remember when it actually kicks in. Oh, there is two. Oh, to the right. Luckily, that guy's gun does not do a ton of damage. Wait. Oh, he fell through the ground. I think he had an item for me to pick up. Okay. Oh, it's another beastman. Alright, excuse me. I need to borrow all of your blood. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I can borrow a lot of your blood, please. And I don't care for you. Wow, that did actually a boatload of damage compared to the other one. Okay. This. Those. Oh look, it's another one of these guys. How fun. It's another one of these, like, brain-sucking tentacle Cthulhu monster guys. If I remember right, this one's... I'm trying to remember how it works out. I think this one is weaker than the other one we fought in the other part of the town. But I could be wrong about that. I don't remember for sure. I guess not. Okay. Let's head up this way, though. If I remember right, there's you only need to really come up here like one time. So you got the whole look down here, all this stuff. Kind of a weird double in the bridge with like no, I think there's like a attached door. It looks like one attached door maybe. You got this whole courtyard area with the giant guys. Again, I don't remember what the lore is on the giant guys. You'd have to look that one up. Remember if there's an item up here. Oh wait, what's this? A watchman of Byrgenwerth guards the gate with a password. The sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral. Yeah, that's a little bit of foreshadowing of something that's going to come up here in a bit. So, there's a ladder, and then there's a drop-off here. I don't remember if it matters. Doesn't look like it matters. But yeah, so we kind of came up into this little side area. So technically this is a way of getting in here if you haven't been in here before. So you go around that way, come up here and then drop down, and then there's the lever to actually open this gate right there. Over there is that other gate we opened by going down down and killing the Bloodstar Beast, and then going up to the healing church that was up this way. Like, I think literally that. Like, you can see the little platforms we were wandering around on and stuff. And then you drop down and open a gate. That's over there. So these are both connected. So either way you do it, you end up here. It's just whether you want to do it by fighting the Bloodstar Beast or do it by getting the 10,000 Blood Echo neckerchief thing. Stop that. Oh, they actually do have a ladder here. I didn't remember them being a ladder right here. This area is sort of interesting in that it's actually a pretty tough area. Though this is one of the areas kind of well known for, if I remember correctly, if you're going to early on grind Blood Echoes, this is actually one of the places you come. Because there's a bunch of these guys around, but if you come at this from, like, the side path, you can actually fight them in a lot more controlled manner than them just kind of ambushing you right here on these stairs. Sir, can you please put your double gun away? But I'll show you what I was talking about with the other gate over here. So, this is the back end up at the top of the stairs that lead down to the other side of the cathedral that I unlocked after defeating the Bloodstarved Beast. We did that last session. Could you knock it off? Please. You guys are really frustrating me. Wow, really? I disagree with that ruling, Judge. So wobbly. You have a hit point left. Thank you. Yeah, so, you know, we go back up there, come down, or we come out there, I guess, drop down, and then you can open this gate. So, that little red thing down there is a summoning thing. We talked about that a little bit earlier during right before we fought the Bloodstarved. You actually can recruit this guy and have them come and help you during some of the fighting in this area before you go up to the main story boss. We're not going to do that. That boss is pretty tough, but they're not like crazy tough. Numbing Mist. Numbing Mist is important. Actually, let's read the description on that real quick, shall we? Throw to create a mist cloud that numbs a hunter's life essence and prevents restoration of hit points. Said to be used by the blood hunters of Cainhurst. Cainhurst mentions like the third time now. Its recipe is a secret closely guarded by the line of nobles inhabiting the castle. Can you recruit just random mobs? No, no. All the people you can recruit to help you fight the bosses are named characters that are also hunters from the different, and we haven't really talked about this much, the different factions. We'll talk about the factions a little bit later when we run into, like, the primary faction recruiter guy. The first one you run into that really talks about factions kind of heavily. But yeah, they're all named NPCs. You can't really ever recruit just a random schmo of, like, a random townsfolk or whatever. There might be something different in the DLC. Again, I haven't played the DLC, but as far as I know, there's no way to recruit random townsfolk. I think it would be fun if you could. Also, we just picked up another messenger item. Because there's a lot of implications that technically, depending on what gear you're wearing, you should be recognized as a member of, like, the church. And thus should probably be able to recruit some of the random, like, people hunting in the streets and stuff, but that never seems to work out, so. And FromSoft doesn't like that kind of thing much. I've only ever seen it done at, like, one time in Demon Souls, and even then it was pretty weird. Are you? Of course I can't dodge to the open space larger than myself. Luckily, we're right next to the lamp, so it's not a big deal. But, yeah. So we're going to go and do one of my favorite optional bosses. I'm trying to remember at what point. I think it's after the next story boss. We can start setting up... Oh, look! It's the lady we recruited. We can go start setting up the rapier with a gun thing that we were talking about earlier. What makes it your favorite? It's technically a puzzle boss. So, there's that. And it's also just a very wacky boss. There's just a lot of weirdness all around with it. It's super scary from a design perspective of, like, the art and stuff. But it's also a puzzle boss, and it's also just wacky. It's not really that hard. Like, if you get good RNG with it, you can kill the boss pretty easily, actually. But you can also get really bad RNG with it, and it takes, like, twice as long as it should. But if you know what you're doing, it's a little easier. I just like it because it's almost wacky fun compared to almost every other boss fight in this module.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place. Thank you. I'm in your debt.
New emote?
I'd like to tender my thanks, but I haven't much to offer. All I can give is my blood.
This is interesting.
But would you even take a horse blood?
Sure.
Oh, good. Come close, dear. Don't worry. This isn't the first time.
Blood of Arania? Ariana. So this is kind of a weird thing. This is where you start getting into the real weirdness of the blood ministration thing. Blood taken from Ariana, Cathedral Ward Woman of Pleasure. The sweet blood of Ariana restores HP, but temporarily speeds stamina recovery. A member of the Healing Church would know that her blood is similar indeed to precisely what was once forbidden. Names are hard, yeah, because they're made up. They're just made up and pronounced however you want. You would know that her blood is similar indeed to precisely what was once forbidden. So this is a weird concept that different people's blood made into a a healing vial will have different effects, which is kind of interesting. I think you can ask for their blood, I want to say once per major story beat, I think. So certain characters, depending if you like recruit them as early as you can, like I think technically you can get like 2 of her or 3 of her blood. There's a couple of other characters we could go get at this point, and I think we could get 2 of one person's blood and 3 of the other, and they all have like their own benefits. So hers is the stamina increased recovery for a little while. There's another character we'll meet later who gives you one that causes you to get a little bit of healing, but it causes a heal over time effect. And I don't even remember what the scared guy, what his thing is. What does it do? A permanent buff? No. When you use it, it'll heal you like a normal healing syringe, like a blood healing thing. But it will also give you some kind of additional benefit. In this case, it increases your stamina regeneration for like 2 minutes. So you want to use it like at the beginning of a boss fight instead of a normal healing thing. Also, it doesn't count against your 20 blood vials. It is its own item that you put onto like your quick use slot and you use from your belt instead. So that way it doesn't take up a slot or whatever. Give Ika the blood so he can be Ariana Blood Day. Wow, that's amazing. Good one, Floppy Pig. That's fantastic. I don't remember if you can get this lady to give you blood.
You. Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
There might be a way. I don't remember exactly what it is now, though. A lot of the... Oh, she's here now. Okay, great. She must show up once you open the gates or something. Okay. We'll talk to Crow Mom in a second. But there are weird things about, like, when you recruit people and what certain people see you do with other survivors that are here in the church that can alter stories. So, for example, there's another character we'll recruit probably next stream that will be here. And if that person sees me take the blood from Ariana here, or Ariana or whatever, they get mad about it. And it will cause some drama and stuff depending on like what's going on. It's kind of crazy, the weird backstory stuff. And if you don't recruit these people, you never see it, and it has nothing to do with the main story. So it can actually matter when you recruit people to come here so that they don't see you interacting with other people. I think if I remember right, there's actually another thing you can do. I'm trying to remember how it works out now. There's another thing you can do, I think, to actually cause that suspicious guy. You can get him to show up here, and then I think if I remember right, he technically will leave if you do something. I don't remember exactly what it is now, though. Well, let's go talk to Crow Mom, and then we'll make our way over to that other boss fight. Crow Mom, I want to talk to you.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad. And he's my mark.
Another emote?
Don't go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. I have business there first.
Ooh, that laugh is not great. Sounds like a good reason to go there. It does sound like a good reason to go there. I'm gonna get my blood echoes back from this crow first. Oh, you... I forgot about you. You dare. Darn it. Stop it. I want none of your nonsense. Stay down. Thank you. I don't need any of your nonsense either, bro. Okay, I'm trying to remember how this works out. I think now that we've talked to her, I think if I go back to the thing, if I go back to this, I think it'll trigger the next thing that needs to happen with her. We can go take care of that right now. Also, do you have something to say now that we got Ariana here?
Oh, kind hunter. Thank you. So, that lady, you told her about this place. Well, she actually talks to me. Well, only now and then, and she don't mince words. But she's a kind one. I can tell. A good woman.
You sure are awkward, bud. You sure are awkward. Alright, let's go back to the hunter stream, though, and we'll see if we can set up the next thing with Crow Mom. Technically, you can completely miss all of this, by the way. The first interaction with her out on the balcony is actually completely skippable. This one is a little harder to just like straight up miss unless you're just not paying attention, because she is kind of around the corner in a dark spot in an all black outfit. If you do miss both of these, though, it sets up the bad ending sort of for her. We'll talk about that when we get to that point, though. Do I want to do anything? I think I'm going to save my blood echoes right now. Oh, you know what we can actually do? Hold on. We might be able to use the... Actually, do I have regular throwing knives? Oh, I do. Okay. Let me take the regular throwing knives for this next bit. If I remember right, they actually work pretty well for this next bit. We might have to die a couple of times, though, so just be aware. I might lose these 7,000 blood echoes. Is this available? Okay. So we try to go back to the tomb that she just warned us about, and it says not functioning at this time. That means that the thing that's supposed to happen there is actually going on, so we do need to go back there now. So we'll go to Cathedral Ward, and we'll work backwards to there. Better bank it? I don't think there's any way to bank it. I guess the only thing I could do is, like... I can't really go buy, like... Cold Blood Dew or whatever. I don't think there's a way for me to bank it. That'd be fun. I guess I could just go buy a bunch of... like blood syringes. Pour it in a jar or something? I wish. That would be awesome. That's definitely something they could do if they ever make a Bloodborne 2, which I still stand that they're going to make a Bloodborne 2 for the launch of the PS6, but have just a certain, like, you can only store like 5,000 blood echoes and then Jarborn, and then like you can upgrade it at some point and get to like 10,000 blood echoes that you can store, and it's literally just a jar that you're pouring like blood into. I think that'd be fantastic. Yeah, let's go down here. Back the way we came, everyone. Back the way we came. If you remember correctly, I went and checked this a couple of times last stream, and this is why, because I wasn't sure when this was going to kick off. If I missed it, I was going to be very upset. Oh, hi! Oh my god. Don't do that. Oh, that was a perfect parry. Wow. Your gun does more damage than... Oh, I didn't get my heal off in time. So this is the guy she was talking about that's gone nuts. This is actually a pretty difficult fight. I'm trying to remember, there is a weird way to cheese this out, but I don't remember exactly what it is. He pulled a Glock on you? Yeah, he did. I mean, the trick weapon and a gun combo is the traditional hunter loadout. So, I mean, he's just using his own, you know, style of stuff. Technically, so I'm trying to think about the other way this works out. We didn't actually see the other part of this. You could kind of hear it there for a second. It'll come up here in a minute, though. I thought for sure I got the parry off on him when he tried to do that one attack. That's why I went in so hard. I thought for sure I landed that parry. Oh, they're already fighting. Okay. So, Chromom's here. And they're fighting him. And we can help her. It is not a guarantee she will win. Like, not even a little bit. Ow? Whoa. Oh, you went the wrong direction. No! She's actually doing a pretty good job of fighting. But yeah, so during that fight, a couple of things can happen. If you kill him and she's alive, you move on to the next, like, step in her story. If she dies, I think if I remember right, she reappears as like a body you can talk to, and then she's just dead. If you get into the fight and you do too much damage to her, she'll turn on you and become a villain, and you'll get the bad ending for her. If you don't come and help, you also get the bad ending for her. Which we'll talk about when it's a little bit more relevant. Yeah, there's a way to cheese this guy out, and I do not remember what it is. I think it's just something like simple where you just shoot him periodically to stun him, and that's just enough to turn the fight in Chromom's favor. But I don't remember. Oh, I hit her. Whoops. Stop it with the... Oh, there we go. That's a big one. There we go. Wow, that did, like, no damage, though. The downside to having no upgrade on my weapon is that I do no damage in some of these situations. Up! Oh, he got me. I have to just kind of stagger and let Chromom do all the fighting because she does actual damage. Throw a net on him? Unfortunately, no nets. No nets. Maybe it is the poison daggers are the thing that work best on him. I thought that was for later, though. I don't remember now. But yeah, this is actually a legitimately challenging fight, and I have not leveled up my weapon beyond level 1, so I'm doing no damage with these hits. Can you even call yourself a hunter if you have no nets? I mean, in your universe, no. No, but I mean, we're using guns instead of nets. We're kind of like the next step up off of that. Technically, we can get some cannon. We can get a cannon thing later, but there is, unfortunately, no net. Net gun? That would be fun, but no, I don't think there's anything like that. I could be wrong, though. The DLC adds a lot of really wacky stuff, so I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, and I didn't pick up my blood echo, so those 7,000. Oh, I was trying to backstab him, Chromom. Oh, Chromom, stop it. I missed. Get him! He's almost dead, Chromom! Chromom, get him! What are you doing? Thank you, Chromom. Jeez. Okay. Oh, we got another one of these. She should go stand over here and then we can talk to her.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Approval?
Try to keep your hands clean. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Okay. Module Playboy 2222. Yeah. Oh, I guess... No, there's this over here, but I don't think there's anything in this, right? Yeah. It's too late to keep clean hands. No, we've been actively inserting our hands into people to check prostates and such. There's definitely no clean way to go about doing that. Alright, so we set up this bit, so now Chromom, I think we are done basically with Chromom's story until we get to the very end now. I think. And we got we're gonna now technically get the good ending. Not that that is actually what that is, but technically by the module standards, we're getting the good ending. Other thing we can go check on real quick is now that we've defeated that hunter, his gear is available to be purchased. Henrik. Hunter's hat worn by Henrik the Old Hunter. The taciturn old hunter Henrik was once partners with Father Gascoigne, and though they were a fierce and gallant duo, the partnership led to Henrik's tragically long life. Henrik's unique yellow garb is resistant to bolt and will be of great help to any hunter who has inherited the onus of the hunt. I don't think anything changes for any of the other descriptions. So it just has a really high resistance to electricity, which is important, just not yet. I don't think we unlocked anything else significant, right? Yeah. Okay. We can also go drop off a couple other things while we're here. Also, I probably need to repair my weapons at this point. Black Messenger hat. Give that to them. So now they're wearing similar hats to like what Father Gascoigne had on. Red Messenger ribbon is the thing we got out of the sewer from the pig. They got a little like cute kind of bow tie thing on their head. And then I think we talked about the Urn Festival, which is just the they just have pots on their heads. We'll leave them with the pot heads. We'll make them the pot heads. Oh yeah, I want to repair my weapon. Probably good to move on. Do I need to? No. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else I need to do here right now. I'm not sure what the requirements for the rapier with a gun is, so I don't really want to spend my blood echoes until we find out. So it's going to be a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to do right now. So we'll head back to Cathedral Ward, and then we'll go over to where the optional boss fight is. So I can go and do this very weird boss fight. Also, I like this area. It's full of just some of the weirdest stuff in the module. If I'm thinking of the right thing. I think it's what I'm thinking of. It sets up some of the really interesting lore for stuff going on outside of the city, because we're about to leave the city for a little bit. We're just going to be kind of rushing there. Okay, yeah, she's not back or anything weird. Also, I like that this guy doesn't respawn to look at the light for some reason. Oh, do I want to fight this? I might actually want to fight this, because it kind of sets some stuff up. Do you follow me all the way up here? No. Okay, you turn back. So one of the classic moves for this area is when you come up here fighting these guys, they give you a pretty good amount of blood echoes. You come up this way and you can get up behind this guy. They'll start walking away from you, and then this other group comes down. And if you do this really quickly, you can kill that guy before this other group shows up. Ah. Gosh darn it. No. Not. I couldn't get it off in time. That's okay. Yeah, there's a whole, like, timing thing to going up here and farming this area for blood echoes. You can pick up some of the healing syringes here, but I think the average drop rate's way lower than if you go over there where the house is at with the 2 werewolves and the 2 really big guys. So this is better for farming blood echoes, not for blood vials themselves. This area is kind of interesting, so I want to show it off a little bit before we just run all the way through it. No? Okay, never mind. I want my blood back. Oh, that was a back hit. That was enough of a back hit to count as a back hit, I think. Oh, ah, silver bullets. I don't need that. Hold on, let me go get my stuff. The only downside is this guy starts walking away, so the timing is really weird. Yeah, point. Come on. There we go. Blood back. Also, I like that you can split these 2 up. That he yells and points and like sets the whole thing up, but it doesn't actually trigger the next guy. Even though that's literally what he's doing, is the like Evasion of the Body Snatcher style, like point and yell. Yeah, you too. I know. Oh, that's a, I'd argue. I disagree. Your hyper armor sucks. I hate it. I hate your hyper armor. Okay, so this area, pretty wacky. So if we come up here, we can see down here, we have the one wandering giant guy. There's the dog. There's where we drop down from coming through the alleyway. There's this guy with his gun. He is considered a ranged hunt or a ranged guy, so he'll just shoot at you a bunch. I don't know where this guy's going. I forget I'm there, actually. I disagree. Module, I disagree with that one. Give me my silver bullets. He's just standing there. Okay, it's fine. So then we go up this way. That's it. I thought he was right here. Okay. Oh, okay, he's gonna be there eventually.
He's just standing there.
So these guys...
menacingly!
These guys are interesting. They have this unique weapon. You don't run into too many of them that have this particular weapon. It has an interesting effect that beyond just hitting you, it also does... Oh, I actually got that timing on that. It also causes like a weird build-up that just does a boatload of damage if it goes off. And I can't remember if it's madness or beasthood or whatever it is. Grab that. Iframe. Stop that. Stop it right now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't remember what that buildup actually is. If it's madness or beasthood or whatever. It's just a telegraph pole, basically. Yeah. Sadly, you can't get one of those as a weapon for yourself. Unfortunately. At least not in the base module. Maybe in the DLC it gets added. So, if we go up this way, this is the next story boss. This is the next main boss. Technically, we could go fight them right now, but we don't really have to. And I'm not going to. It's a pretty challenging fight. It's a pretty challenging fight. And then there's two other ways you can go. You can go this way, which will set up some fun stuff for later. This area is considered very challenging for a couple of reasons. So, I think you can barely see him. Right here, just above my hat there. You see that little flickering, like, blue? That's another hunter. There's actually two, if I remember correctly, in this area. There's that one, and I think there's another one, like, over here or something. They're very challenging. They have unlimited ammo and, like, unlimited stamina, normal stuff. Very challenging. And then that leads a little bit further down off of a cliff over this direction towards this building. And that's a whole thing that is set up kind of later. I'll let you know when we should probably go do it, because there's actually RNG that makes that area relevant. We'll meet a character who will give us an item, and then once that happens, then we can go over there. And the reason it's RNG is because it can technically happen... It can technically happen at any of the locations with the red lanterns when you talk to the door or window or whatever. Any single one of those can also trigger a conversation with another random character that will give you the item we need. So, I think if I remember correctly, there's only one window where it's required to happen. And I think there's like 2 windows that has a pretty high chance of happening in. And then every other single one, it's only like a 5% chance to happen or something like that. And I'll let you know when it happens, but there's no real reason to go that direction until then, basically. Though I do, if I remember correctly, or I think, over there is also a pretty good place to go and farm blood vials. Eventually, once you get a much higher level. Ooh, eyeball. Wait, what does the eyeball do? I actually don't remember what the eyeball we just picked up does. Hold on, where is it? Is it just... Oh, it's a material. Okay. Material used in a Holy Chalice ritual. An exquisite eyeball removed quickly after death, or perhaps even before, used to unlock the seal of the old labyrinth Hintertombs. This is for the randomized dungeons. Again, we'll show off a little bit of that, but I'm not going to bother with it too much. I don't care for it. I find it a little boring. This is the path that leads to... I also love that they give you one of these at the beginning because you're setting up a whole thing here. But this leads over to the optional boss fight. I like the way they're like showing you kind of leave the city and you're going into sort of a woods and grassy area. It really feels like a good transition, but it doesn't happen so quickly that it's jarring. It just looks ominous with the... tombstones everywhere and stuff. I've never noticed that before. There's actually a sign. Oh, it actually says the name of the town. I've never noticed that before. It's kind of hard to make out, but it says Hemwick, which is the name of the area we're going to. This is Hemwick Lane. I don't remember exactly when the stuff starts happening in here, so I'm going to take it a little bit slow. This is kind of a next step upgrade in difficulty. So if I remember correctly, like, I think all the hunters in here, if they shoot me with, like, a gun, I'm going to take maximum damage off of it, or if I get stabbed by anybody, I take maximum damage. We are now in this, like, forest area. This forest area is notorious for being absolutely unnecessarily mean. There's basically snipers everywhere. They hit you really hard, and it's really, really easy to, like, get lost in what's going on and then suddenly get shot by, like, 3 people at the same time. You do have to kind of move through this. You either need to know exactly where you're going and just go there. Darn it. And hope for the best. Go down. Thank you. Is there... Oh, I think I'm being shot at, actually. Hold on. Yep, I'm being shot at already. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, so basically all the hunters and stuff in this area also have dogs with them that will, you know, that are meant to distract you while they shoot at you. Come on, I need to lock onto this thing. Thank you. It doesn't help that I'm also using like a non-leveled up weapon. Are they on the trees? No, none of them are up in the trees. They're all on the ground because you can actually walk up to all of them and attack all of them. But there are some that have like high ground, like this guy's kind of a little bit further up the side of the path. I think on the other side there's a couple that do the same thing. They're kind of up on the sides of the walls a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to take it a little slow in here, because I think if I remember correctly... Oh, nope. It's like, I think the left-hand side's a little bit safer than the right-hand side. Okay, we're already being fired on by 2 different hunters at this point. I need the bullets. See, there's 2 guys oh my god, right there. You're gonna start shooting at me if I go and try to fight this guy. The only good thing is that there is a little bit of cover with the trees and the tombstones and stuff. Bone marrow ash. I think that's their rarer drop. We'll talk about it in just a second, but there's another thing over here that is 100% just a trap, and it's not worth it even a little bit. Oh, that right there. So that's, I think, 4 hunters there, and they're guarding some items. If I remember correctly, those items aren't really worth it. If I remember correctly, those items aren't really worth it. It's like, this is just meant to be like a weird distraction trap. Not only do you go over there and trigger the 4 of them, but like these 3 hunters will trigger and start firing at you, and it's just a big trap zone. If I remember correctly, there's nothing over there worth it. Maybe we'll pick it up on the way out if once we get this all done, if I want to just mess around a little bit, but I'm going to leave it for now and keep moving. Oh, dog! It's such a... Oh, there was double dogs! There was another trap. I'm out of stamina. No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Nope. I'm stuck. Okay, we're okay. I think. Okay, they're also stuck. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being weird doggos. Stop with your nonsensical iframes. Bloodstone chart. Okay. See, okay, there we go. So I was at 3/4 of my health, and he killed me with 1 shot. That's what I was talking about. Like, if these guys hit you with their guns, it does boatloads of nonsensical amounts of damage. I mean, obviously, I'm not super high level, but I have been putting points into hit points. Like, I've been have my level ups into hit points, and he still killed me from 3/4 of my health. Gun, yeah. We're still a little ways away from the next closest, like, lantern. So I am just going to try to kind of bum rush my way there this time. Yeah, point and laugh. Whatever. Fine. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi there, how's it going? Excuse me. Okay, he had already come down from up there. Alright. Luckily, they won't really follow me over here, because I think technically this is kind of considered like a forbidden zone a bit for people in the town. I think there's like a weird little bit of story you can pick up that this area is considered sort of off limits for anybody who lives in the town. What a relaxing module. Just, I mean, in comparison to Battle Brothers, where if someone dies, they're just dead forever and it can literally ruin your run, like what we're currently having a problem with, yeah. It's been mentioned that, like, a lot of the stuff in the From Souls is really actually not that important. Fair due? Yeah. Like, if I die, maybe I lose 20 minutes of work. If I die in Battle Brothers, I might literally lose, like, 30 hours. Maybe they also don't want to get shot? Oh, that's fair. I'm not saying it's not that the logic isn't there. They don't want to die. Oh, you're talking about the Battle Brothers. Just don't die. Well, I mean, if it was that easy, but I can't control them. The only thing I can really control that would make this easier is I could level up my weapon. I don't really want to commit a bunch of stuff, resources to leveling up this weapon that we're going to be getting rid of at some point. Ow. Okay, good. He didn't actually do that much damage. Not nearly as much as compared to that other guy. Thank God. Okay. Should be another one in the... Bit. Okay. Oh, my stuff. Oh, no. Okay. Jeez, that scared me. I'm like, there should be another one in the road to start shooting at me in a second. Okay, there they are. Grab these blood echoes. I even missed an item over there. Okay, stop shooting at me, I think. Nope. Okay, twin bloodstone shards, that's kind of important for later. Okay, here comes the dude with his dog. I'm gonna put my torch away and see if they don't notice me. Okay, they didn't notice me. Okay. Is this guy done? He's not done. I don't know if I can sneak up on them. Not sure what the rules are on the dogs. I disagree with that rule since they were gonna hit stun, but whatever. Dead. Heal. Oh, they whiff. Big whiff, big whiff. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Stone shard, okay. Okay, so I think that's the lantern right there. I think this is the lantern. This next area is pretty tough, but it's really interesting to look at, so. Yeah, Penwick Charnel Lane. Fun one. Where it starts getting real wacky. Awesome. I was just curious if that was something special, but no. Okay. So we've now hit like Chenwick, or Hemwick, the like town, I guess? Everything that's in this area. It actually reminds me a lot. Oh my god, you are really fast, and god, that hit me really, really hard. Okay. I might have to spend these blood echoes and just buy some upgrades from like my hit points. But this actually reminds me a lot of the weird areas in Elden Ring where they have the windmills and everyone's like dancing and partying and it's all women? Looks like a cheery place. It looks like a cheery place until the very last second you get hit in the face with like a cleaver. Also, I find it interesting that so many of these people are like not normal sized anymore. Cheery cleavers, I mean, kinda. Some of them are gonna be like cherry red here in a second. How do I get this? Wait, break it? Oh, wait. I just pick it up. Okay, bloodshot eyeballs again. This one's a fun one. The like, I think that's supposed to be like an ironing pole or something, which is why it's like red hot. And then they converted it into like a polearm weapon. Oh, actually, the statue's got one too. I don't know what that's supposed to represent exactly, but it's fun. Okay, broken ladder. There is an item. Yeah, all of these ladies hit super hard. Also, if I'm trying to remember what the lore is on this, but these are all bodies. That's why when you hit them, blood comes out. I don't remember exactly what the lore is, though. I know that they're collecting the bodies. I just don't remember why now. Madman's knowledge is always fun.
Do you hear the graveyard murmurs? Then it's almost time. Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear the graveyard? Then it's
Okay, so maybe they're just collecting them for like a ritual or something. This is the shortcut. We have to open it from the other side. Pretty standard. If I remember right, though, there's like 2 tricks to this area about that. For decor, I mean, it definitely helps set a mood. You're not wrong, especially with all these gravestones and stuff around. I think and see if there's anything really cool looking. I mean, the whole area has just got an amazing vibe to it. Okay, this is a trap. I'm gonna go this way and not trigger the trap. Giant mallet's fun. Like being lit on fire. Thank you. Excuse you? Apparently the handle on the back end of that hammer is actually also part of the weapon. Okay. Didn't expect that one. They got me, team. They got me. I did not expect that one. I did not expect the back end of that weapon to also still have a hitbox on it. They got me, team. They got me. Alright, let's try this again. Stop it. Cute. And if we go over here, I think I can get the one with the polearm first. Yeah, there we go. Go down, thank you. Reverse bonketing? Basically, yeah. They hit me with the handle instead of the actual mallet part. Took me right out. Stop that. Nope. Don't touch me. Don't touch me with your nonsense. Let's see if I can get my stuff back. Oh, what? Stop it. Yeah, that's a trap. So if you walk over there, that lady that was throwing the Molotovs at us, she'll walks over there and she starts throwing them as soon as you go for that item. Once you cross like an invisible threshold. So it's a trap. Also,
Stop it. Get some help.
Exactly. The other thing is that the timing works out that if you run over there and start all that, then these two also see you. So you're getting Molotovs and attacked by these two, which sucks. I mean, FromSoft dogs suck anyway, but these ones are pretty jumpy compared to even normal dogs. I don't know exactly what the lore is on why they have, like, spikes, if that's just, like, battle armor that they've attached, or those are actual some kind of growth or something. Kind of hard to tell. Looks like they're just wearing armor with spikes in it. One's on the side of the face, I don't... Oh, that's, like, in their mouth. That's gotta be uncomfortable. Yeah, so it looks like they're just wearing some kind of metal spike armor. That's one way to make a dog more deadly, is just covered in spikes. Porcupine it up. Oh yeah, see, there they are. Hi, you have my money? I heard that I dropped my wallet here and that you found it. Maybe you can come over here so I can deal with you separately. Nice try. Those are a lot of hit points. Free Molotov, though. Can't be upset about that. Okay, I think... should be one more surprise up here. Ah, yep, there he is. Hi, bud. How's it going? How you doing? Probably not so good now. Also seen that now instead of killing them in one of those, it's now taking 2 to kill them. Also another indicator of, oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. No, you... Stairs, team, stairs. So I didn't get to do my power move there because the stairs caused the hitboxes to be wonky. Great. Love it, team. It's one thing FromSoft still has an issue with. I think in Elden Ring they fixed it. If I remember correctly, you could pull off the executions and stuff on stairs in Elden Ring for the most part. Much more better, like much easier. I guess reliably. I guess reliably would be the term. Much more reliably in Elden Ring compared to the Dark Souls and Bloodborne and stuff. Stair technology, yeah. Stair technology defenses. I mean, he technically had the high ground and he used it defensively, I guess, technically. It just sucks having to go through here again, because if I mess up more than just a smidge, I just get cooked. It sucks. They hit so hard in this area if you mess up, as you've probably seen. Ah, yeah, see, there you go. She actually threw the Molotov in the wrong direction. Because it's a trick to the man. No! Darn it. No, get away from me, dog. Nonsense with teleportation capabilities. I don't care for. It's not my fault. I'm not even from here! Die. And die. Oh, come on, we traded. Well, there goes like 11,000 blood echoes. That's classic FromSoft, though. They get to interrupt their own recovery frames and hit you with an attack. That's a classic FromSoft move. It's the only thing that sucks about this area is that if you come here real early like this, like as early as you can, all of this stuff just gets like rough. Oh, we got one of those. That's good. Those are actually kind of rare. The blood gems like that for the weapons of any type is rare. The triangle ones I think are pretty rare also. Like double rare. Yeah, doing this without an upgraded weapon is very, very scary. Oh wow, we got 2 there. That's actually super rare. Oh my god. Only good thing is they are, for the most part, pretty easy to stagger. Oh, you actually threw it in my direction this time. Gotta love infinite Molotovs. Oh, stop it. Thank you again. I disagree with that ruling, Judge, but okay. I absolutely did not want to jump there. That's fine. Please come over here, mallet woman. I must speak to you about your malleting capabilities. Sure she was gonna melee attack me there or no. Okay. Now we just got the big guy here to fight. Hopefully if I fight him on like... Oh, I forgot about her. Okay. There's also that other ambush that's part of this. Oh, timing was wrong. That one I got. Nope, he's too... Stairs again, team. Stairs again. Okay, now he's on flat ground. At least one here. Okay, we got both. There we go. Jeez. Unbelievable. Okay. So yeah, there's a double ambush there. Like I said, the visual of this place is awesome. It's just actually very challenging getting through here at early level. Also, I don't know what just hit me. Like, her falling animation triggered her and she, like, drop kicked me in the knee. It's actually very funny. Okay, I'm trying to remember now. Okay, there's this item here. Then I think the shortcut is over here, if I remember correctly. And there's one more enemy between us and the shortcut, though. Yeah. Yeah, right there. Wow, you got that attack off very quickly. I don't care for it. Okay. Ooh, knock this bird. Please knock that off. More pebbles. Okay, if there's this many birds. There we go. I'm trying to remember if there's something else in this little area. Okay, that's the path forward, so over here should be the shortcut then. Oh, great. Oof. This is important because we skip a lot of ambushes by setting this thing up. And then it'll also be useful later once we open that gate I kind of ran by. We haven't played Dark Souls 3 yet, but this particular area right here is very reminiscent of an area in Dark Souls. I'll probably mention it if we ever play Dark Souls 3. Man, I'm kind of confused. You're like teleporting forward when you do that like bash maneuver. It's kind of odd. Am I? I don't know. Am I? Am I? Hi. Can I talk to you? I need to speak to you about removing your appendix. Also, someone is throwing. Who is? Fine. Let's go back down here. Oh, there she is. Can I get you to, like, step off of the thing? Oh, I can't. That's okay. I'm trying to figure out where the best spot to fight this guy is going to be. I think back here. It's pretty flat. It's pretty flat, and I got a lot of space to move around if something goes wrong. Oh, she actually retreats back. Okay. Trying to keep our blood vial use to a minimum. It's not going well, though, team. Hey, ma'am, wait. Hold on, I need to talk to you. Please don't go inside of your rude murder barn. I humbly request you not do that. Okay, she did. I thought I saw another one stand up. Also, I don't know what this town has against horses, other than I guess the beast mode in them is causing them to want to, like, eat horses. Advanced Lamp, I apologize in advance for how weird this town is with horses. They don't like the horses around here. Oh, wait. It sounds like a wheelchair, and usually the wheelchair people are just like crazy gunmen. That might be up there. Okay, hold on. Remember correctly, in this attic part of this barn is another one of those like triangular gems, I think. Ah, there you go. None of that. I don't need you firing no blunderbuss at me at point blank range. Thanks. Oh, nope, it's just a madman's knowledge. Never mind then. Significantly less valuable, in my opinion. Oh, there's what I'm thinking of. Okay. They were both up here. It was a twofer. I remember there being one more ambush on the way out of here, though. We'll see. Is there one more ambush? I don't see anybody else up here right this second. More bloodshot eyeballs. But this is a fun one. This area is pretty cool. Again, the whole visual of this area is awesome. Also, it sets up this. I don't remember exactly where the enemies start attacking me from, but it sets up this. The first time I played through this, I saw this and I thought, oh, that's cool. It's like some kind of cathedral castle thing in the distance. I thought it was just cool, you know, background art. It's actually more than that. We'll find out about that probably in a couple of sessions, but just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Hi, can I speak with you? Over here, where I'm not near a cliff, so you can't just, like, shove me off of it. Thank you. If I remember correctly, we're not quite done with the ambushes. I think there's one more. Stop that. Thank you. I thought there was one more ambush right here. There's another big guy. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the last big guy here. Also, something just died for some reason? Okay. Whipped her attack. Punish that. Blood vials, please. Okay. Okay, there is another ambush. There's the other ambush. Okay. So if that lady runs out, she can do a grapple attack where she uses her, like, sickle cleaver thing to basically, like, slit your throat. And it does a boatload of damage, and it would 100% kill me at this point. Later on, you can kind of survive it. It's also one of the ones you can kind of mash out of. But as it stands, it would definitely kill me 100% right now. Ah, okay, there was even another ambulance attack. So angry at me. I'm sorry, I just exist. I don't mean to hurt you or whatever your problem is. Also, more of the collected bodies. That's fun. Dog? Okay, we have more of these guys since we haven't seen since back towards that first gate, literally outside of the clinic. Is there any chance you could be cool for like even a second, bro? That actually worked okay. Make a run for it real quick. This is really important I get this open. Okay, this is opening this, so now we can use the shortcut, and it'll make things so much easier going forward. These guys are super dangerous. They also got an upgrade, and then even their base form, they are a gigantic, super dangerous enemy. Not do that, please. Their timings are so wonky. They also have that move, which is super deadly dangerous. Guess it was a block? I didn't know he had a block move. Oh, too early. Oh, don't do that. Okay, backstab? Oh, it didn't count as a backstab. Okay, well, he just died the regular way. Okay. It's crazy how hard it is to get to this boss fight. In the boss fight, if you know what you're doing, it's so much easier. Did I kill... Okay, I guess I killed that lady. I didn't think I had, but I don't see her over here. Oh, she just went back upstairs. Okay, I didn't actually kill that lady. I need to kill that lady. I need her to not be pelting me with infinite Molotovs while I try to make my way through this. Oh my god! Did you seriously just wall hack me? She wall hacked me with a Molotov, everyone. I'm calling hacksaws. She's a hacksaw. Hold on. Okay, so now we took care of that. And again, as is my tradition, I'm trying to fight every enemy once when we come into a new area before we just start blindly running through it. There's a lot of bodies to set up on pikes here. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I got it. That's a good one. That's a big one. Oh, dang, he took more damage than I thought he would. Oh, and the back shot. Okay. Awesome. Okay. 3 blood vials off of that guy is actually really good. Okay, we need to go this direction because there's an item, a couple items we need to pick up over here. There's like 6 dogs though. Okay, there we go. Can I get? Oh no. Oh come on, really? It doesn't make any sense. Oh my god. I think I got 2 there? hit me! Oh, Okay, at least we unlocked the shortcut. Oh my god. Okay. It's fine. We'll be able to get those back, and we can use the shortcut to make this much less of a pain in the butt. Rip? Yeah, that was a brutal one. I mean, 4 dogs at this level is pretty different. My weapon should probably be, like, maxed up as much as I can for my current upgrade materials. Honestly. Oh, also that window right there, right before the shortcut, it's one of the ones that has a higher chance of triggering the item kit compared to a lot of the other ones. It's like one of the 2 that have a much higher chance of happening. Oh, wait. Almost forgot about you to the last second. No! Oh my god, she went full berserker mode. I hate that nonsense. Do not need this from you. Are you gonna attack me, or are you just gonna casually walk in my general direction? Thank you. You did not do that. Stop it. Okay, well, I don't love the trade there, but that's fine. So it's not much of a shortcut, but it's better than having to fight literally the whole town and all this stuff and going back over there, and we're just here now. I just gotta figure out who has my... Oh, okay, it looks like he has my blood echoes, so I just need to kill this guy. Which, in and of itself, is not an easy task. Like I said, these guys are pretty scary. Luckily, they do take good, massive damage here. Oh my god, no. Don't do it. Don't jump at me. Don't jump at me, bro! Okay. Scary. Okay. Oh, pungent blood cocktail. Interesting. Okay, so we're back at our hit points. Or my XP points. Halfway tempted. Just go and spend a bunch of them to grab all of our just a bunch of health upgrades. That's fine. Nope. I disagree with that ruling, Judge. I was all the way behind him. I disagree with that ruling. Dang, the double jump? Dang, bro, what are you doing? I think he did a stomp attack that hit me? I don't actually... I'm gonna have to look at the replay on that one. Team, can we highlight that one? I think he actually hit me with the step before he swung the weapon. That's a new one. I don't know if I've been hit like that before. That might need to go on the highlight reel for just newest attack condition. Oh my god, are you kidding? Are you kidding right now? Please, go down. Thank you. Jeez. Yeah, look at that. We're already outside of our saved up healing syringes. We're starting at 15. I guess the other option is I could just go buy a bunch of healing syringes with all that, but I think I need the levels more right now. Oh, okay, I did send this back down. way further away than I thought was actually possible. Oh, ambush. I do like the way that they set that up. It's an ambush coming from both directions. So you're coming down this way and from the shortcut, and it's still technically an ambush if you forget about it, which I'm fine with that. Excuse me, what? Oh, not what I meant to do, but that'll work. Ow. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Not do that? I double whiff? Okay, there we go. You got hit by the spin attack, although more like the handle of the axe rather than the blade. Oh, okay, so it hit me with the back end of the axe right as the attack started, and it turned into a hitbox, basically. So it was actually the back end of it instantaneously before he actually started spinning. Want me to clip it? Yeah, you can clip it. Clip it because that's a weird one. That's a weird one showing the weird hitboxes of this module in general. Hi, how's it going? Oh, I got him. Good one, good one. Is the other guy coming? Oh, okay. I thought the other guy was going to come over here. Oh, jeez. Okay, that had more spin on it than I was thinking. Please don't do your jump attack. I humbly requested you not do the jump attack, sir. Oh, you did it twice. What's wrong with you? Stop that. Jeez. Okay, that's fine. Take the 3 blood vials. I need them. But yeah, Ika, thank you for clipping that if you would. It's a perfect example of the weird hitboxes in this. Sometimes they're super tight. Welcome back, Module Playboy 2222. Okay, I need to get these back from you, please. Where'd my bullet go? Also, don't jump attack me, bro. I don't know where my bullet went there. He kind of just disappeared into the ether. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Ika. That's a weird hitbox. That's the perfect. Oh my god. What happened? Get away from me. Okay, good. He had literally like 9 hit points left. Oh, thank you. Okay. Do I want to just go level up? I might want to just go level up. I'm trying to remember what else is over here before we get to the boss fight. I can't guarantee I'm going to get the boss fight on the first try, but... Oh, there's another one of these guys over here. Get out of there. I didn't think he'd turn around on me, but that's fine. Can you please come out here and fight me in a flat open area where your spin attacks don't have as much effect? Also, there's a pack of ladies coming down here to fight, too, so... I disagree with that ruling judge. Oh, no, they're attacking me. So, oh, okay, nope, it's a fight. Okay, leave. We're leaving. We're gonna go back over this way for a second. We're just gonna go back over here and see what follows me. What's following me? She's following me. Okay. One of them is not too bad. Or not? She changed her mind at the last second. Mallet? It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, the other one. They ran up to me, but they did not attack. Also, they seem to have a little bit more hit points than the ones we were fighting inside of the village proper. But they're still staggerable with a basic attack, so that's good. The gate is forbidden. Apparently, they're not allowed to go back into their own village. Which is really strange to me, but... odd. I disagree. That was a back hit, for sure. or madam. I technically don't know what you are. Other than large. You're a very large whatever you are. I will give you that much. God, fighting those things is so scary. Okay. Okay, now... okay, there's a treasure chest over here. Again, no mimics. Okay, that's probably useful. Okay, so here's another interesting little thing. You see this guy? Does that look familiar in any way, shape, or form to anybody based on something we've seen in this module? Does this look familiar in any way, shape, or form? I'll give you all a moment to think about it. Ponder what this looks like. This is one of those things I didn't realize myself until I saw someone else play this module who knew the lore better. Any guesses? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this, that thing represents, the Hunter's Mark. So, dangling upside-down rune etched into one's mind, symbol of a hunter. By focusing one's thoughts on this rune, a hunter loses all blood echoes, but awakens afresh, as if it were just a bad dream. So basically, what this is that the dangling upside-down rune represents a body that's been tied up, hung upside down, and then bled out. Like, had their throat slit and bled out. It all has thing to do with, like, the collecting the blood for the Blood Administration Church and all that stuff. I didn't put that one together until I watched, I think, Jacksepticeye play it. He's also a huge Bloodborne fan. He's got tattoos and the whole bit, though. He's, like, hard into it. Okay, so this area sets up the boss fight. Down there is basically the boss fight, but I don't have much in the way of healing items. I think I'm gonna go level up and maybe buy some healing items. Buy, like, maybe the 9 if we can afford them. At this point, I'll probably just put a couple of levels into health, though. Honestly. Because, yeah, we can just use the raw hit points. Tattoos might be taking a bit too far. No, man. He is 110% about the life that is Bloodborne fandom. Yeah, he's got a... I can't remember if it's on his thigh or if it's on his one of his forearms. But he's just got a big, like, plate-sized tattoo. That is of that symbol. He talks about it, it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago now. But he did a big playthrough of Bloodborne, and he talks about it a bit during that. I don't think I watched that whole series of Bloodborne. I think I watched like the first like 3 of 5 or something like that. Oh! Who are you, and why are you here, and what happened? Oh my god. I have no desire to fight you. Okay, good. I get iframes on the way out. Jeez. I guess they wandered in and got somewhere close enough to trigger that. I have no idea. Yeah, we're down to 9. Okay, that's fine.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Will he regret that tattoo when he's 78 years old? I mean, probably not. It's not like it's offensive or anything weird. It's not like a gang tattoo or something like that. It's just a reference to a module he really, really loves. So, in the grand scheme of things, I think it's pretty safe. It's just you have to live with that fandom forever at that point, right? That's not bad. What is that? 6 levels? That's pretty good. 6 levels. Get vitality up to like 20. Alright, do you have anything new to say before I forget?
Welcome. What is it?
Talk?
Over time, countless hunters have visited this stream. The graves here stand in their memory.
I don't think that's anything
It
new.
all seems so long ago now. Farewell, good.
Yeah.
May you find
What
your
if an
worth
infamous
in the
gang
waking
adopts this
world.
symbol? Well, then you're going to have some problems. Then you're going to have some problems. What if Bloodborne 2 is so bad it's remembered in history as the worst module ever? That would be the craziest, like, pivot of all time. That he has to get his tattoo changed because they made Bloodborne 2 so bad. That would be an awesome pivot. I would feel bad for the guy. I mean, a tattoo for most people is kind of a big deal. Also, we were talking about the different headstones to mean different things. Again, I thought this was the one that takes place most of the stuff that's outside of the city, and it seems to be the case. I don't think it's possible to make it so bad it's the worst module ever. No, probably not. There are some bad modules out there that got made somehow. I mean, there are some really bad ones that got made, but... So unless it was something like unconceivable and on purpose, where it's just like, what's this about? Oh, you just go in and you start, like, attacking women for no reason. Like, oh, okay, well, as long as it's not something crazy like that, I think they're fine. I mean, this community will gobble up anything at this... Well, it's not that. You can have an independent, you know, preference on Bloodborne. Like, there are plenty of people who don't love Bloodborne that much, right? Like myself, like, I'm not getting a tattoo of Bloodborne. Do I like it? Yeah. But I'm not... But I'm not gonna go and get, like, a tattoo, and if it's bad, I'll tell you it's bad. Trust me, I've had my arguments with Dark Souls 1 and 2, and Elden Ring. Some people think Elden Ring is the best thing ever made ever. I've had my problems with their stuff before. Don't you worry. If Bloodborne 2 is bad, I'll be the first to tell you. It's not good, team. We haven't played Dark Souls 3 yet. Dark Souls 3 is the one I've probably played the most and actually beaten. I think I've beaten it like a combined 5 times. Which doesn't sound like much, but considering I think Dark Souls 3 I've now only beaten, or Dark Souls 1 I've only beaten I think 3 times. Dark Souls 2 has only been twice. The one on stream and the one before that. Still attacking? You're kidding me, right? Oh my god. Okay, well. At least this boss fight is technically winnable with taking no damage. Also, we're gonna move it to get over there. Five times as many times. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, Dark Souls 3 is the only one I've ever beat that many times. And I did that, like, basically back to back, right? Are you kidding? With these not attacks staggering me to permanence. Are you... that is one thing I hate about FromSoft stuff. It's like, oh, what's that? You jiggled your hand slightly? And that's some kind of super attack? Okay. Okay, so you're like, wow, that thing's scary. Isn't it scary, team? Look at it, it's big and scary. Oh my god. That's interesting, I'm hitting it and it's not doing any damage to the boss's health for some reason. That's weird. Why is that the case? Why, whatever could be going on here? Come on. Go down. So now it has died, but nothing has changed. How odd. Oh, the boss. Or not. Or not. So that's odd. Why did it not take damage? Oh, what is that thing over there? How strange. What was that? Oh, what are you? Are you something? And why are you covered in eyeballs? Oh, look, this thing is now taking boss fight damage. How odd. So I guess that thing was not the boss. What are the chances? That barrel is the boss? Oh my god, what a twist. I mean, they kind of did some of that stuff with Elden Ring. Hey, look, is that another one? Okay. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've ever had that happen where I found the second one. That's supposed to be a surprise. So, I guess it's ruined now. So this boss fight's actually made up in two parts. There's the first boss, and then there's the second part because it turns out there's a sister. And you have to kill them both at the same time or they'll keep rezzing each other. But you usually don't find out that there's a sister until you've killed the first one. I've never had it happen where the second one has shown up like this before I've killed the first one. That's a new technology I've never seen before. That's actually awesome. That's gonna make this boss fight so much easier. I just gotta find them now. They just teleport around, and you can find them before they actually do anything. Okay, so this is the first one. So the first one dies. I don't know how much... Until okay, the other one's at like half health. Okay. Also, as this goes on, they keep spawning in more and more of whatever these creatures are. And they slowly get faster and more aggressive as the fight goes on. Oh, here we go. Can I get some hits? No? Okay, thanks. I think they also get more hit points as the fight goes on. Just to make them a bigger threat. Where did it go? That's why I said technically this is like a weird gimmick fight. Oh, no. This is a thing they can do. Oh, luckily they didn't capitalize on it. So they can fire spells like this that stagger you. And they set up the grapple attack that the, like, summons have. Oh, see, they res the other one. You gotta find the second one again. Where are you? Where'd we go? What? Oh, don't tell me it, like, bugged out because, like, the second one showed up too early or something. Okay, so there's the one that's dead. Oh, there it is. There they are. No, wake up. No! Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I think we'll be okay. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Barely, but yeah, we're okay.
Everything that makes it successful is exactly what makes it dangerous. It's a feature, not a bug.
Uh-huh. Oh, you kidding me? Gosh, darn it. I thought that is incredibly unlucky. Oh good, they at least blew up their own support. Get out of there, get out of there. No, get away from it. Okay, the second one's dead. Okay, the first one's almost dead. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think this will kill it? Oh, God. Okay, there it is. Okay. Like I said, technically it's possible to do that whole fight and never take any damage whatsoever. Depending on how your RNG is. So we got really lucky that the second sister showed up really early on and we were able to start putting damage in before the first one died. We also got very unlucky where I could not find the second one for a little bit there. So, some good stuff, some bad stuff, but that's awesome. Alright, so that was technically an optional boss. Decent amount of XP off of that, but that unlocks this. So we come down here and we have this unfortunate soul who's been changed to a chair. I think there's two things to this. A, that there's the light coming through, which is fun. The glowing bit on them, but also they're tied to a chair. I think the tied to the chair thing is supposed to represent not just that they got captured, but I think it's supposed to kind of represent that they got captured while they were in the hunter's dream, which originally was supposed to be represented by sitting in a chair, not lighting a lantern. So, I thought you said chained to a chair. Oh, changed to a chair. No. They're chained to a chair. I guess technically they're just tied with rope, but yeah, they're stuck to the chair. And I think it's a two-part reference. Like, A, they were captured and tortured, but also they were caught during their like sleep or whatever. But they did drop an awesome item. Here we go. Runesmith Carol, student of Bergenworth, transcribed the inhuman utterings of the Great Ones into what are now called Carol runes. The hunter who retrieves this workshop tool can etch Carol runes into the mind to obtain their wondrous strength. Provost William would have been proud of Carol's runes as they do not rely upon blood in any measure. Presumably, Provost William doesn't like blood administration. So this was one of the items we were missing that'll let us attach runes to our brain directly. Let's go check that out. We have time, I think. Yeah, we still got like 30 minutes. We can actually set up the next bit. The boss fight I hate the most. By the way. Sounds like a great time. Yeah, who doesn't want to directly input runes onto the brain? I wasn't sure if he'd show back up. So, remember we were interacting with this and it was like telling me we didn't have the tool? Well, memorize a Carol rune to acquire its Eldritch strength. So now we have that tool. That's what that whole fight is. That's why it's technically optional, is you do not need this. This is a completely optional thing that has nothing to do with the story. So now we can see what these kind of do. So max vial up 1, we talked about that before. 4 bullets is 4 extra bullets. More blood echoes from visual. What's it called? Can't remember exactly how it's pronounced. Basically, if we do like a back stab or the front stab, like the parry stuff, we'll get more blood echoes when we kill something with that. Temp boost to transform plus 20. I think this has to do with. What was the first to mean forbidden? This is the one that I think that helps you stay in beast form when you use the beast pellets either sooner or longer. I don't remember exactly how it works out. We're probably not going to use it because I don't really understand how it works fully. You can have 3 of these, and then this 4th slot is for a very specific thing. When we finally get one, we can talk about it. Technically, it doesn't hurt anything to have these equipped, but again, they are technically completely optional. I just like that boss fight. I think it's visually interesting. It's technically a puzzle boss. You can do the boss fight like perfect and take no damage or whatever. I just think it's a fun boss. I think that area is really interesting. It's a little too ambush heavy for my taste. It's basically every other corner is an ambush. But yeah, overall I think that's just a really cool, fun area. I don't know if I have enough for another level up. Do I have enough? Let's see.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well, let me...
I do. Okay, great. We can get to 21. Well, 20 on hit points is pretty solid. I'm gonna guess the rapier is probably a skill weapon, since skill represents dex in this universe. Okay. Purchase. Let's grab 2 of these. Excellent. Okay, so now we get to go do my least favorite boss. Oh, okay. We'll also get to show off these things, which was pretty notorious back when this module first came out as being completely completely not understood on what they were and why they were so deadly and what was going on with them. I don't think defeating that boss changes anything, though. What's so bad about that boss? What's the best way to describe it? A lot of the other bosses, you can kind of learn their rhythms and stuff, and you can build skill to fight them. This boss, the next boss we're going to be dealing with, isn't like that. It has completely randomized attacks and like no real pattern to figure out. It also has several like area of effect attacks that just do so much damage they basically kill you in like one hit or maybe two. It also has a lot of weird maneuvers that let it cover insane amounts of ground, and it can't be staggered or it can't be like parried or anything. The only thing that it's like has a weakness about it is that it does have a kind of lower threshold for staggers from attacks. So if you come back with a pretty high level weapon, that's one of the bigger weapons, like the oh, I didn't buy it yet. But if you come back with like the Kirkhammer or that big sword, you can kind of stagger it out, but that requires you to go and level up a bunch. So it's like weirdly a boss that's almost too easy if you're leveled up, but almost impossible if you're low level. I hate fighting it personally. It's easily my least favorite boss in the whole module. Everything else I've ever fought in this in the base module has been more interesting and fun than that particular boss fight. I don't believe that someone disagree with that. Stop that. Thank you. Jeez, you're a jerk. Alright. How do I want to do this? What time is it? Okay, we have enough time to probably set up this next area. The area is pretty cool, but the boss sucks. There's a lot of weird lore with this too. Hi, how's it? Wow, you just straight up whiffed that attack, my man. Bro, I'm just standing here. Just hit me real quick. Okay. Thank you. Okay. That kick attack, by the way, is one of the single most damaging moves in this whole module, by design. Oh no, we have died. I guess I'll go back to the lantern. Let me just go back to the lantern real quick, and we will start over. I have been defeated by the big man with the sack. How odd. What a powerful creature. What is this? A cutscene, you say? Why, it's almost like we are inside some sort of sack ourselves. Oh. What is this? This is also technically optional. Though this one's a lot easier to stumble into by accident since these things are aggressive. Where am I? What is going on? Yaragul Unseen Village. So here we are. So basically what happens is if you run into one of those bagmen, their job is to kidnap people in the night and bring them here to this unknown village to get experimented on. But since the world has come apart, they're still doing their job, but there's no one here to really do the experimenting like it was supposed to be going on. So, we're just kind of left to our own devices now. What's this? Madmen toil superstitiously in rituals to beckon the moon, uncover their secrets. Yeah, so that's part of the whole experimentation thing. This area is going to become really relevant later on, but for right now... well, that's an odd-looking situation. What's going on there? How strange. Also, apparently no mirrors is odd. Lamps, though. Plenty of lanterns. Not a problem with the lanterns. are at the bottom. Oh, it's one of these. Wait, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. You're important. I'm gonna need, like, all of you I can get. Ow. Also, oops. Oh, I guess there was one of them that saw me. Okay, well, that sucks. Any advanced lamps? That was a pretty advanced lamp. Here, let me show you again, just so you can see. I think this is a lamp. It looks like a lamp. It has like a bulb thing kind of in the middle and like all these like weird little beads and stuff on it. This is a pretty advanced lamp, I would argue. That's a lot of advancedness lamp-wise. Alright. Besides that, and besides the little crawly thing, we have this door. What's in here? Well, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I don't care for that. If I remember correctly. Ah, okay, it was a trap. So they run across and then somehow get back to the other side, which is real fun. And they do the same thing. If they grab onto you, they do like the throat slash thing, like the other ones did during the boss fight. Here we see another one of these holding cells full of people, and of course they're going to wake up and attack you. Now technically we could rush straight to the boss fight, but there's a bunch of area to explore before we do that. Did the big guys wake up? Oh. Also interesting, because here's where like the holding cell is, and then there's two big guys out here that are acting as kind of like guards or Warren. Ah. Oh, so here's the one that distracts you to make you look left, so the one on the right can snag you. Also, it's interesting that these ones, the ladies here, transform into dust and then like float away. Bullets. More people. Blood vials is nice. We use those. Okay, I can't open that from this side. That's important for later. That's a shortcut. Sort of. Sort of a shortcut. Okay, so the boss fight is actually on the other side of this room from where you come in here. But let's go explore a little bit more before we bother with that. Because technically, as of right now, we don't actually have a lamp in this area, which is what we're going to get right now. Huh. Well, don't know how I feel about this. That's a real weird looking statue you got there. Most of the statues we've seen up to this point have been people weeping underneath, like, capes and cloaks and stuff. I don't know if we've seen one that's just a giant monster. I mean, there was the one that was in the village, the witch village, that was, like, in robes with the big weapon. But, yeah, this is a real looking weird monster. Also, another one of these heads inside of a cage thing. Which one of these opens? This one doesn't open. And that one doesn't open. Okay. So now the next thing. This is a problem. Not gonna lie, team. This is gonna get real weird. I'm trying to remember how I did this. There's an optimal way to do this where you can kind of. Oh, that's okay. Where you can technically like stun lock these guys. Because they are staggerable. Oh, the other one turned around. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. I need you. One of you come up here and fight me where it's going to be slightly easier for me to do this. Because they're super fast and they hit super hard, so it's really difficult to actually, like, parry their, like, normal attacks. Because they're so fast. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So that once they get angry about, like, 40% of their health is gone, they go into this sort of rage mode, and you can you can kind of, you can kind of chain lock them. If you interrupt the transformation, as soon as they stand back up, they'll try to do it again. And so you can kind of lock them in that state of kind of going into rage mode. And technically, if you backstab them twice, you can kill them. Rip. Yeah, it's okay. We didn't have much hit points, and we're literally, or much XP. We're literally. That's why I wanted to get the lamp before I did really anything else. Hi, how's it going? But yeah, you can parry them normal. It's just their attacks are fast and kind of random. Of course, you had your back in a way that I could not actually do anything with that. And then we just do it again. There we go. So if you can survive for them to go into rage mode, you can kind of stun lock them a little bit. It's just if you can get to that point. Because they are big and mean. They hit very, very hard. Ow. And they are very quick. But yeah, the premise that these guys are like designed specifically for abducting people. So they have to be able to survive the hunt and the dangers of the city, basically. Which are numerous. And I think it's like that kick attack they do has some of the highest raw damage in the module or something nonsensical like that. Oh, we get another mind rune. Let me just go over here. Oh my god, ambush! No, I knew that was coming. I got y'all, I got y'all. Look at how much health they've got though. So much health. Also, they always drop pebbles, and there's kind of a reason behind that. Let me show you. Did we talk about the pebbles thing? Small pebble found throughout Yharnam can be thrown at foes. Quite thrilling. What does that look like? What does that look like a pebble of? Anybody got a guess? Eka, you have a creative imagination. What do you think that looks like? Eyeball? It does look like an eyeball. Because that's what it is. It's an eyeball. This ties into the lore. We'll talk about it some more once we get, not this next boss fight, but the boss fight after that. Oh, I forgot about the pig. I forgot about this pig. This is another area people like to come to and farm blood echoes to buy stuff because of these pigs. These pigs are actually pretty easy to deal with once you know how to do it, and they drop a lot of... Like a lot. The area's pretty dangerous though, otherwise. It's at 4,000. So that's probably, I think that's a level right there, maybe like a level and a half. Okay, so this note is one of what I think of really important notes, but no one else seems to really care about this note. It actually doesn't pertain to now, it pertains to when we come back here later. Behold, a pale blood sky. We'll talk about that when we get into the second phase and we start talking about like my personal belief of what the story is about versus what everyone else says the story is about. And that's okay with me. I don't mind being wrong in this case because I think my personal story is way more interesting than the one that the module says is what's going on. Like your fist, please. God, this... I'm also trying to remember when exactly... I think it's after the next boss, the next main story boss, is when we can go and get the rapier. And then I can just level that thing up and have a halfway decent weapon finally. So yeah, coming down here just lets us unlock this door. So now when we die or spawn back in this area, we can not go down there and fight both of them. What's this one? Nightmares rituals crave a newborn. Find one and silence its harrowing cry. Also relevant for later when we come back here. Yeah, that's part of the whole lore of part of what's going on. They talked about it a little bit when we were looking at the umbilical cord, about like the problem that the Great Old Ones has with not having children and stuff. It's kind of a thing. We could talk about that though when it becomes like the primary thing of the story. We'll deal with this other pig first, because it's easier to kind of, if we catch it, before it, like, wanders off. Oh, there's still some left in there. Hold on. There's still some left in there. There we go. There we go. Bolt paper. Some blood vials. There's a fun item over there, and I think there's a less fun item over here. But this one's a lot easier to go get, so we'll go get this one. Also, I think we can kind of hint at where we're at, where the unseen village is actually at, if we go over this way, but I don't remember for sure. Because where this village is located is kind of a secret. That's the unseen part of the unseen village. Also, this, what we just picked up, is some of, like, the only metal armor in the module. It's one of, like, 2 pieces that have actual armor as part of the look. Only downside is it's actually not very good for fighting monsters. Madman's knowledge, and Madman's knowledge. That's not a great sign. It's just closed. Closed. Doesn't say it's locked, doesn't say it's stuck, doesn't say it requires a different implement or a key. It's just closed. It's very fun. I like that a lot. Let's look at this other armor we got, though. Black hooded iron helm. Iron helmet worn by hunters of the unseen village.
Door stuck! Door stuck! Please!
The hunters of Yargul answer to the village founders, the School of Mensis. School of Mensis, you say? That's a new name. Hunters in name only, these kidnappers wear these black hoods low to shadow their eyes. This helm is made of metal, a rarity for hunter garb, and has high defense, but only against physical attacks. Yeah. There's designed primarily to defend from physical attacks, the binding of a thick rope serves both to protect its wearer and restrain his foes. So it has a big rope that kind of runs around it that they would use to tie people up when they were kidnapping them. Designed primarily to defend from physical attacks. I thought one of these mentioned something else. Really defend against. Okay. So it's not really the best armor generally. It looks pretty, like, creepy. Let's see if I can get the camera to... But yeah, so basically these people were hired to go and kidnap people from the city so they can be brought here and experimented on. Pretty cool looking armor, though. Yeah, see, the top hat is bettering in every way other than the actual raw physical defense. So if you use a regular hunter's cap, this has slightly higher just raw defense, but it's worse at everything else other than a little bit of poison resistance. So it's actually not like the best armor, or by not a small margin. You're using this one. So yeah, this is a regular hunter garb versus this armored one. And it only has slightly better thrust and slightly better magic resistances, other than the poison thing. Which I don't think is really relevant here, if I remember correctly. And actually, the charred gloves have more raw defense than theirs do. I guess probably because of the fact that they're metal. Technically, they have arguably the best raw defense pants. So we can keep the the pants on. It's not as good against elemental stuff, but it's good against just basic attacks. Let's see if I can make my way all the way over here. It's a little dangerous. Because this area is just full of random ambush dogs. It sucks. This is not my favorite area to go into. The only good thing about this area is it good for farming whatever. Oh my god. Okay, well it died. I think the other thing that sucks about the dogs is since they're technically doing like 3 rapid attacks, it blocks off your rally damage really quickly and effectively, so it really undermines your ability to recover after they attack you. Because the way the rally thing works is once you take another form of damage, it immediately kind of cuts off the previous rally point for a new one. So at 3 fast attacks, it's way more dangerous technically versus 1 big for a rally point. And their attacks are so odd. It's fine. Was that the one that was back here? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. That takes care of that one. Oh, okay, that's the one I didn't get. Okay. Item back here? No. Okay. Maybe later. We have to come back here again later, so maybe it's there. I think, now that I think about it, there's another thing I just realized. This works out. I think if I shoot the dog from here. Oh, no, they don't trigger. There's a trick to getting the dogs to come and fight you separately from him, but I don't remember what it is now. Luckily, once we do this once, we don't really need to come over here yet. We just need to get that last item from there. That corpse there. I'm trying to lead this guy away so the dogs don't get added to the fight, because that sucks. Rage mode? We do it again. Get some easy XP off of that. Okay, now we just deal with the dogs. That killed me. Alright. What I'm talking about, the dogs have the most bizarre damage and hit patterns. It's just so random. Oh, we were at 3/4 of our health. It hit me with 2 attacks and killed me. FromSoft just loves their weird dogs. So we could fight through all this again, but that's why we opened this shortcut over here. So I don't have to deal with that so much. We do still have to deal with both the pigs, but that's just free, easy XP, so I'm not that annoyed with it. Actually, the worst part about this pig is it starts at the bottom of the stairs, and it's best to wait for it to walk up here, but you have to waste time waiting. Just because the stairs are, as we've determined now, are not the best for applying the visceral attacks. But we are getting the bonus XP from the visceral attacks. Oh, you're not dead. Excuse me, what? No bonus XP on that one, Zach. Yeah, I think later you can get one that adds even more XP just in general. Seriously. And then I think you can get one that also adds more XP for the visceral attack instead. And since the pigs are really easy to like chain stagger for the visceral attacks, you get serious XP. Also, they drop blood vials, so it's also kind of a good area to farm those. Let's try this again. How is... Okay. One's dead. Also, I love that he saw me from the side for some reason. Leveling up would help much. I mean, it would get the base defense up. Okay, there we go. That worked. Also, it doesn't help that my weapon is not leveled up at all. Because if I can kill them in 2 hits, that would sure be better than like 5. Ow. Exactly. Excuse me, what? I don't know if it's supposed to, if it's just meant to be like an all-purpose like aerial stun, because it doesn't steal insight like some of the other weird attacks like that do. So I'm not sure what the deal is. Don't you do it. Okay, so the reason I wanted to come over here was to get this very interesting weapon. Later we'll find out that this weapon doesn't make a lot of sense being here, but... okay. Tauntaurus? Tauntaurus? A unique trick weapon conceived by Archibald, the infamous eccentric of the Healing Church Workshop. Striking this particular Iron Morning Star flail like a match generates the same blue sparks that blanket a dark beast. Unfortunately, for reasons untold, the hunters of Archibald's time did not fully take to the device. So, luckily we can already use it, which is awesome. So as you can see there, it does bolt attack damage. Otherwise, its like base damage isn't particularly high. Basically, a little weaker than the rifle spear. But it has this fun electrical effect on it. We saw this earlier, by the way. If you remember, I mentioned the blue spark effect when we were looking at that one hunter. So now we know what kind of weapon they've got. When you transform it, it gets electric mode. if I remember correctly, this is not considered a particularly good weapon. The other thing that sucks is that you have to wait till now to get it. It's not something you can, like, kind of rush to. You have to go through, like, a minimum, I think, of, what? One major, or, yeah, you have to go through at least one major boss. And then you got to figure out how to get here, which in itself isn't necessarily the easiest thing. It looks fun, though. And it doesn't use any resources to put electricity on it. I'm sure there's probably a build. Sounds like a lightsaber? It does, kind of, yeah. It's got that, like, nice, like, zappy noise to it. One other thing we need to do. I'll show it off here for a second. Because technically, a cool lightning scepter like this is pretty cool. Like, that's a pretty fancy weapon. But I don't know if it's fancier than the cane for the purposes of you all being happy about it. So. It does slightly more damage than the cane does. So maybe the dogs are just kind of weak to it. Where did the other dog go? What? Oh, it's just over there in a barking loop. Lightning? Yeah, that actually looks like it's doing less damage than the cane does when I move it back. This little attacks. Free upgrade material, though. There you are. So yeah, you're just basically hitting them with a blunt object that has lightning going through it. While not, like, it's the least sophisticated, incredibly sophisticated weapon. It's like a stun baton, but in the 1800s. It's very silly. I thought I remember there being one more ambush down here, but I guess not. A cattle prod? Yeah, it's like a cattle prod stun gun thing. It's pretty fantastic. Wow, a Cold Blood Frenzied 7. That's very high amount of XP. But now we've also opened this other door. Ow. It has a dodge into an attack. I didn't realize that. Oh no! Not this time. That'll probably kill me. Yeah, I think that got me. 1 hit point? No. Yeah, those grapple attacks do so much damage. I was hoping that once we were to 20, we'd be okay, but I was also only at like half health, so. Yeah, any of the grapple attacks, if you mash the attack buttons, the shoulder buttons, it will reduce the damage somewhat. Oh God, I did not want to fight you right this second. But yeah, there's probably some kind of build around this thing. Okay, kick. Oh. I almost whiffed that one hard. That did a pretty good job. I guess the good thing about it is that the arc of attack is very wide. So you would hit like a whole arc of when you just hit one. Also, if you're wondering about this door, it does not open from this side. That door will become much more relevant later. Let's go see if I can get my blood echoes back. That's a lot of them. I think there's 40,000 there. I know your tricks now. Are you kidding me? They grabbed me in the dodge animation. I disagree. Okay, luckily we do have tons of hit points compared to where we were at, so that didn't kill me, thank goodness. Take that, weird kidnapping grandmama. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of stamina and some. Oh, you can actually see the two other guys that are hiding back there. Where did Sweet, the blood echoes are just on the ground. Yeah, so this is a fun weapon, and it looks really cool, but it's just not anything special. Again, there might be some kind of, like, special build you can do with it or something, but... Can I, like... No, don't... Okay, apparently if you dodge forward, it will not do an attack. It'll only do an attack, I guess, if you dodge away from them. That. Okay, good to know. Stop it. Oh, I guess I don't it does pretty good damage against, like, the regular townsfolk monsters. One other thing I think in this area that we haven't... I think well, you know what? You might have to leave and come back in once for it to go back. Good, that's kind of what I was looking for. Let me go do that. This will be the last thing we do. We'll call it after this. I don't want to even take a swing at the boss fight yet. But if we go back down here, I think... Is it here? Maybe it's not here. Oh, wait, maybe it's down here. Hold on. I thought I remember there being another, like, lower area.
Oh, merciful God, help me.
Ah, here we go.
In the name of the healing church, cleanse us of this horrible dream.
So, we hear someone, like, saying prayers. This requires a very specific setup to get this to work, but... So, we find this poor lady who's dressed, like, in church garb, but is mentioning the church.
Please leave me be. Don't take me, please. Oh, please, dear gods.
Okay. So, she won't talk to us. She's scared out of her mind. That's fine. We can come talk to her later. And we can send her to the chapel. How she gets to the chapel from where we're at, I have absolutely no idea. Because once you realize where we're at, it makes no sense how she got out of here. But we'll see that later. Parkour? She'd have to be some master level parkour to get out of where we are too. Back to the temple. Or the church, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, well that's fine. Oh, no, there we go. I would say we covered some good ground. We got through all of Hemwick. We covered some good, like, world lore stuff. Saw some cool stuff. The only thing we didn't get a chance to do was go and fight those dogs that led out to that area past where the witch's hut was. That's going to be relevant later. And then we didn't go fight those 4 hunters that were standing next to the bonfire. So that's something we can kind of go pick up some, you know, a little bit of missed stuff next time. And then we can also set up for the boss fight in this area. Oh, you know what we can do? I almost forgot again. Hold on. I forgot we unlocked another weapon that I haven't purchased and shown off, which is Ludwig's Holy Blade. Is it worth it? Not really, since we're not going to be using it, but it's fun to show off because it's like one of my favorite weapons in the whole module. And I did the leveling up in order to unlock it, so I might as well show it off. So, pretty standard looking, what is that, like a long sword? Maybe a hand and a half sword or something? Pretty basic sword slashes. Nothing too crazy. Stab. Oh, I forgot about the, like, forward and attack button does, like, a jump attack thing. That's more relevant for PvP stuff than it is for this, but... So that's the heavy attack in this form, is just the forward stab. I thought it had a slash attack, too. But then, if you transform it... Bam. Now we've got ourselves a great sword. Look at that bad boy. That's got some force behind it. It sounds beefy. It has a nice... And it has a stab attack. Which is nice. Jumping attack. I so forget about the jumping attack. Completely spaced it right then. But yeah, this is my favorite weapon. This is the weapon I used to play through the module the first time. Basically, the boss we're going to be fighting next week, I used this thing like maximum leveled and cheesed out the boss because I just constantly staggered it with this thing. So that's how I ended up getting through it, because I got so incredibly angry that I'm like, nope. I just came back with this thing as high as level as I could get it and just hit it so hard that it stayed permanently stunned. I think this is probably my favorite weapon, just because it looks cool, sounds cool, it hits super hard, big greatsword thing. We got a transform attack. Big transform attack, does nice big damage. Lots of stagger on it. I think the only downside, if I remember correctly, is it doesn't have particularly good blood or weapon gems. That was the wrong button. If I remember correctly, that's the only downside. Is the slots for it aren't particularly good. They're not bad. They're just kind of basic ones. Whereas some of the other stuff gets some really good ones. But okay, I think. Well, it's not too bad. It's got 2 of the starburst ones and a crescent moon. If I remember correctly, the really good ones are the triangular ones. Those are the ones that get kind of broken at some points. Do I have a list of those in my inventory? Oh, I do. Okay. So there's the universal one, right? These are the circular ones. Blood attack up 12%. That's only relevant for like 1 weapon in the whole module. Here's one of the crescent ones. So this is the crescent one, adds the fire attack and HP recovery. The triangular one's 3.4, 4.2, and it adds a slow poison buildup effect. 2.7. Thrust attack 7.2, but this is actually the starburst ones. So yeah, there's some better ones in here. But I think that's the only downside to this weapon, if I remember correctly, is that it kind of has rune attachments, or whatever they call these. Bloodstone gems, or whatever. I would just upgrade to that. Yeah, favorite weapon. We'll be getting... I'm trying to think what else we can get. We still got to get the rapier. We can go get the katana at one point. Well, it's not really a katana. It's closer to... There's like a German version of like a one-sided, like, curved blade sword. I can't remember what it's called now. I think it starts with a K. It looks very similar to a katana, but it's not actually a katana. I think technically that's what that sword is, but everyone calls it the katana. So, I think it's also mentioned that it's designed after the weapon of a warrior from like a far eastern nation or something like that. Also, the reason I think it's people call it the katana. But yeah, I'm trying to remember what other weapons. I think there's 2 or 3 other weapons besides the one I've talked about that we haven't seen yet. I think there's another version of this. There might be one more of these like really big 2-handed weapons. And then obviously I haven't bought the weapons for the 2 other starter weapons, but
welcome. What is it?
At some point I should pick those up.
Very well.
20 on that. Again, I think I'm guessing it's a skill weapon. I want blood tinge. We'll just get a 10 on blood tinge. I've heard that this is supposed to affect how your visceral attacks, how much damage it does. I have no idea if that's true or not. We'll get a couple of points into it, though. Because once we get enough decks to use the rapier, we could probably put the rest of the points into our Arcana. That way we can show off some of the spells, even if not all of them, just a few of them would be cool. It's a really interesting way they handle the spells in this. But yeah, well, I think we covered some interesting ground and one of my more favorite areas of the whole module. I just think that boss fight with the witches of Henwick or whatever is just an interesting idea. I think it's one of the more fun ways of doing a puzzle boss overall, I think. Because technically, once you figure it out, you can beat that boss without taking any damage. I got kind of unlucky. Lurkers, thank you. You have the Twitch Pro go around. We always appreciate you. Anybody checks the VODs here on Twitch, checks the VODs at YouTube Repository. Also greatly appreciated. Seeing those numbers helps keep me motivated. If you need a well thought out solution, you need a thinking solution. Raven Hillbrook Inc. Thinking Solutions. I hope you all have a good rest of your day or two, and that'll be it. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Bye.